We are set to go. Evan McPherson to do the honors, and we are underway from Cincinnati. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Ravens offense going to work, and as usual, it's Lamar Jackson, the former MVP of the league, at the helm.
Early part of his career, defenses really had to focus on his running ability, and they still do. But now, he's turned himself into a true dual-threat quarterback. When he plants his cleats in the ground and turns it loose, good things happen downfield.
Right to the air is Jackson. A slant route caught by Bateman. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule. 12 yards the pickup there, good for a Raven first. A solid run by Derrick Henry, and here's another 1st and 10. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. That's going to go down as a loss of 9 on the first down play. So now then, the big loss sets up 2nd and 19.
Encroachment, defense.
A bit of a jump there, CD. He breaks the line, and that'll be 5 yards.
And you've got to stay more disciplined than that, Brandon. That's just a free gift to the offense.
In motion right, one of the tight ends. They go play action with Jackson. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. Trey Hendrickson showing off his pass rush repertoire that time. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. Back to throw here. That's complete to his receiver, Bateman. They showed off a nice juke of the defender before the next wave could bring him down. Facing 4th down, Baltimore will punt. Jordan Stout out there. It's a return of 5 following a punt of 42 yards. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. Here are the Bengals on offense, and here is Joe Burrow ready to lead them at quarterback.
Hey, we all love a good story, and what we like even more, guys who can fight through adversity. Joe Burrow coming out of high school, goes to Ohio State, doesn't get a chance to start, transfers to LSU, not thought to be a top prospect, ends up the #1 pick in the draft, and justifies it. Tremendous play, excellent mobility, and leadership off the charts.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
12, 12, 12.
Now Burrow. That's caught, Andre Yoshivas. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40.
On 2, ready? Here we go.
Off the play fake, here's Burrow. Open man is Yoshivas. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. So in Raven territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 47. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
11.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. This one complete to Yoshivas. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first. Well, that's not just his first, not his second, already his 3rd completion here on the opening drive. And I think it's safe to say that getting him the ball in this game, one of their top priorities.
And the top priority for the defense has got to be finding ways to cover him, and I don't think you can have one basic coverage to get it done. You have to throw a number of coverages at him, make him think as he's running downfield, and hope you can create a little bit of havoc.
Here we go.
From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. He will find his man Chase complete. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. From the 8, they've got it first and goal. From the gun, a give to Brown. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up second and goal.
Gun. Dot. 11 MT tape. 11 MT tape. Dot.
Here's Higgins out of the right side. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. It's T. Higgins with a touchdown pass from Joe Burrow. And the Bengals will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And he takes this near the 25, just a little pass there, call it the 26. Baltimore set to take over here for their second possession of the game. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. First and 10. Well, that's to about the 28. Second down coming up.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Jackson now. Forced out to his left. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
The plan was clearly to challenge them by sending a blitz on second down, but even the extra guys couldn't catch him in the backfield, though. He doesn't scramble for him first, but he does get the last laugh by evading the blitz and getting beyond the line of scrimmage.
Trying to keep those big legs churning, but he's going to go down in the backfield. 4th down, and out comes Jordan Stout here to punt. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. Oh, and what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line. Cincinnati coming back onto the field here for their second drive. This could end up being a pretty big drive. I mean, look, yes, it's early in this game, but they scored the touchdown. They got the stop. And now if they could get in the end zone here again, CD, they could grab an early stranglehold on this one.
Yeah, they certainly can, and that's what you're looking for. Where's the advantage? Can you gain it?
And I don't know if he made it out of the end zone. No signal. Yes, it's a safety. Well, I think you can go ahead and give your punter an assist on that one. Pinned him deep, and the defense comes through with 2 points.
You're exactly right, partner. This was all set up by a great punt, and if the ball goes in the end zone, this never happens. So great call. Give the punt team and the punter some love.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
And they'll accept that penalty. Baltimore with good starting field position as they come up first and 10 at the 40. Aguilar in motion left. Now they'll fake the jet sweep and run up the middle with Henry. And slow going there as he'll only get a yard, maybe, up to the 41.
They'll give him credit for trying, but there's no fooling the defense with that call. They were reading run, and they set up to stop the run and then executed.
Play action. It's Jackson. Complete to Likely. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. His first catch, good for 16 and a first. In motion, Aguilar. Here's Jackson to throw. This will go to Henry out wide. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger game. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. From the gun on third down, Jackson. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have a Ravens first down by a couple of yards as they're able to get 4 there on 3rd and 2. We are in for a good one as we're through 1 on EA Sports. Raven football here as we begin quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 1st and 10. Throwing is Jackson. Slings it to Andrews, and it's complete. The tight end has it. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. The Raven passing game getting in sync. Another first down. Jackson. Yet again, targeting and finding Mark Andrews. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. Second down in the yard. Jackson will throw again. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Lamar Jackson taking it in from 11 yards out. And the Ravens have taken the lead. Tucker with the extra point, and the lead is now 2. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And it was capped off by the touchdown run that came from Lamar Jackson. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And they'll have very good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40. Cincinnati set to take over once again. The last time out, they had to march almost the full length of the field for their touchdown. So here, much easier, Charles, with this better starting field position.
I love your sarcasm, but I love even more your observation because, look, what they did last time out, now with a shorter field, they should have a lot of confidence that they're going to put more points up on the board.
Burrow will throw. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Sacked on the corner blitz by Marlon Humphrey. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. Now it's Burrow. Open man downfield is Chase. He's got it. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Burrow looking to pass. This will be caught by Brown. He's got room to roam. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. 11 more on that one and another first down.
Here we go, here we go.
Shotgun handoff to Brown here. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard. And we got a pause following the play because it appears a member of the Bengals in some discomfort. 2nd and 9.
Gun.
Now it's Burrow. And it's caught. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch,
Here we go.
but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
3rd down, here's Brown. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. 2 yards is the pickup, and the Bengals are going to have a 1st and goal. It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal. And Burrow going to keep it himself. And he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals. Joe Burrow scoring on the sneak from a yard out. And the Bengals have retaken the lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead is up to 5. So that drive goes 8 plays. And it was Joe Burrow who took it himself for the touchdown run. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Ravens offense now, they get set and head back onto the field. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. The pressure from multiple guys there as they bury him for a big 9-yard loss. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. He'll look to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Excellent play there on 3rd down. Give them 25 yards. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 47. Off the option, here's Henry. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37.
Now that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains. Jackson. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
2nd and 10. To throw is Jackson. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Two minutes remaining in this first half of football. The good news, they kept the ball. Bad news, it's 3rd and long. Now Jackson. They set up the screen for Henry. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. A gain of 9, not enough, and it's 4th down. Tucker's kick is good, and that will cut the lead down to just 2. So no problems at all on that one. And you know, there's virtually no win. This is a kicker's dream here tonight.
It absolutely is, isn't it? So to me, with no wind, it should be a passer's dream as well, right? But in this case, the defense held out. They had to force the field goal.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. For this offense, Charles, remember the last time they were out here, marched it nearly the full length of the football field, and a lot of the attack went through the air, so now they're seeing if they can duplicate that performance.
Okay, if I show my age a little bit, partner, because I can hear my high school coach, John Ford. I can hear his voice in my head. Laddie, when you put the ball in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. but the way the game's being played now, this is just part of what they do. So I don't think they should change anything at all. They've been dominant. Keep throwing it around.
Now a short one to Gesicki. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain.
And Burrow going to be hit and taken down. They got him. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So on 4th down, out is Ryan Rico to punt. Back deep is Steven Sims. And a fair catch taken back near about the 35, 36-yard line. Yeah, call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And the Ravens, they'll take over. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. They'll bring a tight end in motion left. Here's Jackson. On target to his man, Likely. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Now it's Jackson. And that one too wide and incomplete.
So many times we've seen him try to escape the pocket and do something with his legs, but in this case, the pressure was too intense and he made the wise choice to just get rid of the football and make sure no one was going to get it.
They go play action now. Jackson. Well, that's complete to the fullback, Ricard. Now he's loose down the left sideline. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Patrick Ricard, 53 yards. And the Ravens will take the lead here in the final minute of the 1st half. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the lead is up to 5. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And he's all the way up across the 40 and down at the 42. Great return. The Bengals going to take over late in this 1st half. And with good starting field position and 3 timeouts as well in their pocket, no reason not to try and put a late scoring drive together. They defer to Brown to start the drive. And the running lane's non-existent in this 1st half as they'll stop him behind the line. The Georgia man, Roquan Smith, came in and got him. The opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Escaping the pressure right. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation. Now the Bengals going to use the 1st of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the 1st half.
Here we go. 11 mighty. 11 mighty.
From the gun on 3rd down is Burrow. That is caught. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35.
Holding. Offense.
That hold coming from the left side of the line.
Hands got caught in the cookie jar on that one, and the flag came out. Penalty against him.
Here we go, here we go.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Looking deep here for Chase. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
And they're not going to go quietly into this halftime break. They know they're in for a fight, so they're trying to make every possession count. They took the big shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
4th down. Here's Joe Burrow. And he backs it away, and it falls down incomplete. So we've come to halftime in a 5-point game. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our... Well, no sooner do the teams get to the locker rooms, and they're running right back out. Halftime over, third quarter, ready to go. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. A lane opens here. He's past the 30. The Bengal offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
11, 11, 11. 11, 11.
Now Burrow. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Nothing open downfield, and he had to get that one out in a hurry because he just knew he was about to take a big shot. Probably couldn't get his legs into the throw. Became an all-arm throw, trying to check it down to his running back. Incomplete.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Buying time to his left. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially, and out will come the offense as they take over. The Ravens offense getting ready now for their first possession of the second half. In motion, Aguilar. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. Second down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Here's Jackson to throw. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. There for the sack, B.J. Hill. I'm sure a lot of time was spent in the locker room, Charles, with talking with his defense about setting a tone here in the third quarter when you're down on the scoreboard. A sack like that, maybe that can get them going.
Yeah, you have to believe exactly what you just said. That they got together and said, let's be some change agents here. Let's go ahead and turn things around. Let's be the force that gets us going here in the second half and puts us in a position to find a way to win the game.
The Ravens send their punter out now as he'll come on to kick this one away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Bengals take over 1st and 10.
Here we go, here we go.
They're passing here, Joe Burrow. He'll rifle this one deep right side. Oh, wide open, complete. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Andre Yoshivas, 67 yards. And the Bengals have retaken a third quarter lead. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2.
11 Thomas. 11, 11, 11. 11, 11, 11, 11. 11 MT Tate. 11 MT Tate. Dot.
And Burrow's going to look to throw for it. And this one incomplete. So they went for the 2. They don't get it. And in the third quarter here, they were trying to push that to a 3-point game, but instead it'll stay at 1.
And I'm a big proponent of not chasing points or going for 2 too early. But in this case, I understand why. You know, if you kick an extra point, you're just up 2, right? So a field goal still puts the other team ahead. So you go for 2 here and protect the field goal lead. They didn't get it done, though.
Baltimore about ready to go on offense. Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
It'll be a gain of 5, and it's 2nd down.
Such a tough position to defend near the line, even when you add a second defender, but the big man shrugged off the extra body and made the play call a success.
Now it's Jackson. Can't get away, and he's taken down. Trey Hendrickson able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. He'll drop to throw. Henry's got it out on the left side. And he'll only get this to about the 35. Well short of the line to gain. The Ravens send their punter out now. He's been terrific so far. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. Call it 46 yards on the punt. Just a single yard on the return as he was covered quickly. The Bengals drive about to get going.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
And, he's unable to hold on to that defensively. A potential game changer, but it falls incomplete. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum. Big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. So a good punt, but a solid 12-yard return. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. He'll start with a give to Henry. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Jackson. Throw right side here, taken in by Bateman. Jackson to Bateman there, 1st down Ravens.
And the throw and the catch were just fine, but against zone coverage when you run a drag route, what you're hoping for is he makes the catch and makes someone miss, and they don't there. Very difficult route to run when everyone has their eyes back towards the quarterback and they're able to see the route develop.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That's good for a Raven 1st down, 15 yards there.
We changed it.
They'll bring a tight end in motion right. From the gun, it's Jackson. He's got his man. It's Andrews. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
They give them 2 yards there as they're set up now with a 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it with Henry. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
They all understand that even after that loss on 1st down, they've got a field goal attempt in their back pocket. But here on 2nd and goal, This is the time you take your shot at the end zone, I believe. Go ahead and go for the big shot right now, knowing you can always come back and kick a field goal on 4th down if you can't advance.
Quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
And a lot of being a defender is being able to learn what you can and can't get away with when in man coverage. In this case, he got away with it and helped pop that ball free.
Flush. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Sam Hubbard making his presence felt in the backfield. So Jackson will head to the Ravens sideline, and on comes Justin Tucker for the field goal try. It'll be from the right hash, and it'll be a 36-yarder. Tucker's kick is good, and they have regained the lead. They had it 1st and goal, 3 attempts, couldn't get it in, so they settle for 3.
Yeah, the field tends to shrink a little bit the closer you get to the goal line, doesn't it? It doesn't sound right. It sounds a little counterintuitive. But you run out of space to run the deep routes, so they can just sit on the shorter stuff if you're going to throw it. If you want to run it, there's just not as much space. They end up having to take 3 there.
The Bengals offense and Joe Burrow getting set for this next drive. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And they'll begin here with a run by Brown. And he's been a nightmare to scheme against throughout this one. This defense has been totally taken apart, and that is borne out in his numbers. He's been terrific all game long.
Here's Burrow.
A short throw there pulled in by All.
That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Here we go.
They'll run on 3rd down with Brown. And he's got the 1st down as he's up to the 45-yard line.
Here we go, here we go. 11, 11, 11.
Burrow on play action. And that one not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this 3rd quarter of play. Back now in Cincinnati. It's been a good one so far. Just a 2-point game here as we get set for quarter number 4.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Gun, gun. Dot. Dot.
Burrow will throw.
This one complete to Yoshivas.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Here we go. 12, 12, 12. Dot.
Now it's Burrow.
It connects quickly to Jamar Chase.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
Now Burrow changing the look.
Here we go, here we go.
And they'll send the tight end in motion here.
12, 12, 12. Dot.
On 1st and 10, here's Brown.
And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well.
Get set. Dot.
Here's Higgins out on the right side.
And the Bengals are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there, not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
Here we go.
Burrow going to keep it on the sneak.
And he is over the line for another rushing touchdown.
Is he a quarterback or is he a tailback?
The sneak successful from a yard out. And the Bengals have taken a 4th quarter lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And the lead is up to 5.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
The Ravens offense now, they get ready to head back on the field.
We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the fourth quarter.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
And that throw behind his man, he missed him, incomplete.
Well, that's a defensive coordinator's got to be happy with that result. They took away all options downfield and forced the incompletion.
Jackson now. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. To throw is Jackson.
And that's to the left sideline and incomplete.
At this point in the second half, one mistake on a forced throw could doom your chances of a comeback. So that's the right call there to just throw that one away.
Throwing is Jackson.
He finds Bateman over the middle.
And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. The Ravens get a new set of downs, give them 17 on that pickup.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
They'll get this down to the 38.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play, and that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
Yeah, their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Now it's Jackson.
Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
What would look like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
They'll motion the tight end across the formation. From the gun on 3rd down, Jackson. A short throw caught by Andrews. And he'll be stopped here well short of the first down at the 24-yard line. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And that's going to make it 4th down.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
Here we go. It's Jackson on 4th down. Flush to his right. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. That one checks all the boxes, doesn't it? You get the first down, check. Get out of bounds, stop the clock, check.
Well, how about one last check? Keep your quarterback from getting hit. That's a big check.
Yeah, check there as well. Good call. Jackson from the shotgun. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown.
Charlie Kohler
from 6 yards away.
And the Ravens answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a fourth quarter lead.
Now a big play here as the Ravens are going to go for the 2-point conversion. Jackson here is going to look to throw. And he'll get into the end zone. So now a field goal would only tie as they've upped their lead to 3. So they make the decision. They want a 3-point lead versus a 2-point lead, and they got it.
Yeah, at this stage of the game, it seems like the exact right thing to do. Put a little pressure on your defense, but the biggest thing now is you're making the other team chase you.
So Burrow and the Bengals down by a field goal, 2:23 to play. Plenty of time here. They've got 3 timeouts and the 2-minute warning as they've got it 1st and 10. Burrow looking to pass. Got a man open. It's Chase. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. You take a look at his receiving numbers so far. He's been terrific. Up over 100 yards now for the game. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. This is Brown going up the middle. And he is going to get out of bounds with the 1st down, so that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the 1st and save a timeout.
Here we go. 11 MT.
Burrow. Quick slant caught by Chase. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35. Well, they have had no answer for this connection all night long.
They just have to think in a 2-minute situation, that's got to be a concentration lapse. You know they're going to go back to him with the game that he's been having.
They'll run. This is Khalil Herbert. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at second.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
11 MT. 11 MT. 11 MT. Tate. 11 MT. Tate.
To throw, Burrow. That's complete to his running back, Herbert. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. Not good. They didn't move the football an inch, and precious time ticking off the clock. What can they come up with here? It's 3rd and 7. Here's Burrow. Being chased out left. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. All 3 timeouts still at their disposal. Here's 1st and 10 now.
Here we go. 12, 12, 12.
Burrow. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure.
11.
Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game. Here's 1st and goal.
Gun. Dot.
Now Burrow. Got a man. It's Brown. The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
On 1, ready?
Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal
11
here.
mighty. 11 mighty.
Throwing, Burrow. And this will be caught by his big wide receiver. And he's across for the touchdown, and it's likely the game winner here in the closing stages.
Charles, that drive was perfect, methodical, executed so well, and they grabbed that lead with almost no time left for a last gasp from the other side.
No way you could have drawn up a better final drive, because not only did they keep their eyes on the end zone, they made sure they bled the clock out as well and denied their opponent a chance to respond. That's just terrific situational football to end this one.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Here's 1st and 10. Jackson. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. Well, it took us until the final play, Charles, to officially decide a winner. Although on that last play they were so backed up it would have taken a miracle, and they couldn't get that miracle done.
Well, I like how you stayed with it, because we both knew